Hi there guys, hope everyone's keeping well. As you can tell by the title of this video, we are doing something a little bit different today and having a look at something a little bit different. Normally on this channel I like to talk about fantasy games, dungeon crawl games, like Hero Quest, Warhammer Fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons, those sort of games, Dark Worlds. But today, as a little bit of a change, I thought we would have a look at this game that I've had in my collection for a while now and sort of suggest it to people as a cheap alternative, or sort of like something to get maybe your kids into Warhammer 40k or any other sort of sci-fi game that you enjoy playing, because obviously this is quite a cheap game. Impact, it was made around 2001, I believe, without having a look at the box. I cannot remember exactly, sorry. But if we look at the thing there, it was made by the company Drummond Park, who I have heard of before. But yeah, having this in my collection, and it's sort of screams a little bit of sort of Warhammer 40k around sort of how the game looks. As you can see, like the characters, the artwork, it's science fiction. There's no space marines in it, there's no orcs, there's nothing like that, but you have got two factions. You've got these guys here, who I cannot remember what they're called. They're sort of like some sort of imperial elite faction, and then you've got these guys over here who are dinosaurs, basically. Yep, some humanoid dinosaur creatures who are battling out. And like I said, the reason I thought I'd do this video was because there's lots of us out there who have got small children, and you sort of try and get them into playing your games like Games Workshop or Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that. And this is a very cheap alternative. Like I said, this is sort of something sort of like a beginner's game to get them into it, see if they enjoy it, see if they like the whole sort of genre, the whole miniatures thing. Yeah, so we're just going to have a little look. I've got the main game here, and I've also got the expansion that came out, whether it was the same year or the year after, I'm not too sure. But I have both of these, and I actually picked these both up from a charity shop. Separate, I think I got the first one here, I picked up for like, I can't remember, it was like £5-6 maybe. And then the second one I think was again about maybe a little bit cheaper, about £4 or £5. They both pretty much complete. All the models are there, all the boards and all the other bits and bobs. So we're just gonna have a little look and see what you guys think. So I've set them out on the table, so I'm just gonna back up a little bit. So with the first game, Impact, the action battle game with real firepower, which I will explain in a minute. And if we back out here, so this is what you get in the first box. So you get these 6 boards. These are just little cardboard tiles. There's 6 of those. You get these plastic sort of hills or scenery. You get different sized ones. You get tiny ones, big ones, and then sort of medium-sized ones. And then you get your 2 armies, which I have just popped out. So you've got these guys, which look like sort of imperial soldiers. They come with these big mechs, like robots. And then on the opposite side, you've got the dinosaurs. These soldiers, they come with larger guys with big cannons. So that is basically what you get. And the whole sort of premise of the game is, on one side, you've got 3 But these machines here, and on the other side you've got big dinosaur there, this weird looking contraption here, and then another one. So each team has 3 each, and they fire little plastic missiles, and you sort of just have to knock over the opposing team, and that's the whole game. When my kids were younger, we used to have these out quite a few times. Get these games out on the table, and my kids would just play around for ages, having little battles, moving the pieces around. Sometimes we try and make up our own rules, like giving the characters hit points and special skills and rolling dice, because there's no dice in this game. It is just literally you fire a rocket, try and knock over the opponent's models, and then whoever's left standing at the end, I believe, is the winner. We've not played it like that. We've played it our own ways, but that's it. Let's just have a little look. So they're all pre-painted. Little plastic guys. So these are the humans. You've got a few different sculpts there. Like I said, they come with these mech type things that fire the rockets. And then you've got the dinosaurs. You've got these guys. They're quite cool little models. And this guy's like the leader, he's in command. So yeah, they're pretty cool. And this is the giant dinosaur, like a giant triceratops with a massive great big cannon. So yeah, and so that is the base game, and then we move on to the other one, which is Impact: The Battle for Wolf's Ridge, which comes with only 4 bases this time, but they are molded plastic instead of cardboard like the first game. So you can see these are molded plastic. You get 4 tiles. You get slightly fewer models this time, but they're different sculpts to the first game. So you got some newer, so that's the same sort of officer, but then you got this guy here, then you got these guys are new, and then same with the dinosaur side, you've got some new troops, same big guys, a new character here. But yeah, it's like I said, I've seen these on eBay. I had a look, and they go for anything between sort of £10–15. Sometimes that's not even including postage, or sometimes postage is free. But if you wanted to get your kids into playing sort of miniatures based games, tabletop games, I would say this is probably something that you should really give a go. Like I said, pick it up. You could probably get both of these for less than 20 quid on eBay if you have a look. And I can guarantee they probably do come complete. Like I said, I got both of mine from charity shops at different points, and they were both complete with everything. But yeah, there we go. So that's Impact. As you can see, they do look pretty cool on the table when you set them up. You can put them, sort of join them both together and make a huge, great big battle mat, and have one great big battle combining all your forces. But yeah, so there we go. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just something a little different to what I normally do. And I do actually have another game which I've had for a long time. I remember picking it up when it came out new back in '97. I'm not going to give the name of the game away now. I'm gonna do the video and then post it up, and then maybe a lot of you might have heard of it, some of you might not. But again, it's another game that I feel is quite like the whole sort of sci-fi Warhammer 40k vibe to it, but being a lot cheaper, not just in price, but also you'll see, like, I mean, obviously these are just quite soft plastic, pre-painted minis, so they are a lot cheaper than your Games Workshop stuff, or even your D&D, sort of Reaper Bones, any sort of miniature companies out there. These are a lot cheaper versions, so you haven't got to worry about them getting damaged or lost or anything like that. So if your kids play a little bit too rough, it's not going to be a great loss. If some of them sort of lose a little bit of paint or they get snapped or anything, there you can just stick them back together, a bit of super glue. It's nothing to worry about. But yeah, so there we go. That is Impact, the action battle game with real firepower. There you go. Like I said, it's an alternative to Warhammer 40k, or something you could use to get your kids into Warhammer. But there you go. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.